Welcome to another episode of Disney Dust. It's DisneyDwayne here, and as you can see, we're going to be talking about the colorful and magical, beautiful world of Encanto, Walt Disney Animation's 60th feature film. It is everything you expect: colorful, entertaining, fun. There is heart to it, and let's get into it proper. But first, let me just say thank you for your feedback to the poll. You like me best of all with my cat backwards and presenting this way. So this is it for this episode, at least. All right, let's get into some spoilers. Okay, so please watch the movie before you come and watch this review. In general, I was always questioning a little bit about the lore of magic. Like, how does magic work in this world? And I think it distracted me quite a bit because I wanted to know, like, for example, how the candle just showed up. Like, who manifested that candle? Like, who created that candle for Abuela, right? Also, we see the town being burnt down, and this entire village of people are homeless and they're distraught. And then Abuela also loses her husband, which is really, really tragic. I don't know why she's the chosen one for this candle, but and also why a candle. But I think it's a little cruel. I mean, when your town is burnt down, the miracle that you so-called receive is a candle with a flame that never extinguishes. Isn't that like a reminder of how your town burnt down? I don't know, just me. So I was questioning those things. I wanted to know why a candle and where's this magic from, all of a sudden, back in Colombia in the day. Okay, so other things I wanted to know was also why Mirabella's door didn't fully find itself, like it shut down and it disappeared. So it suggested that it's because of Abuela, right? She had all these things and issues within her about her loss of her husband and wanting to control the family that she caused it. But we don't know exactly why, though. And if the candle was losing its power, shouldn't the next kid Antonio's door also be shut down? But it didn't. So things like that I wanted to know a little bit more. So it didn't really quite make sense to me. It was pretty distracting, as I said, to me. Shouldn't Abuela's seed of doubt be growing instead of having Antonio finally realize his wonderful, cute power of animal control and animal talking and conversation and all that? But so overall, I also felt like I didn't quite like Abuela. It's too convenient to make her loss cause her controlling behavior, forcing arranged marriages and disregarding, the underdog grandchild Mirabella. Yeah, but I have to say the disparity of one perfect child of the family versus, Mirabella being the one disregarded and by her grandma is something nice. It's a good little theme there. However, Isabella being forced to be the perfect child against her will should have seen her a little bit more vulnerable. I wanted to see more undertones of her vulnerability rather than her, I don't know, diva-esque Ariana Grande type attitude that she was having. It was pretty annoying. I'm sure she's meant to be annoying, but I felt like that didn't give her turnover later in the movie any believability. It's just suddenly she just dropped everything and became this other person. So yeah, logically it didn't make as much sense as well. Right now I'm just harping on all the mostly negative things, aren't I? Anyway, I also wanted to know more about Abuela's relationship with Bruno, right? That sounds pretty cool. And how he left and exactly why he left. And what was most importantly the relationship between the two of them before this happened. Yeah, I mean, if this story is about family, I want to know that. I want to know the relationship, right? If everything else is so vague, the relationships need to be spelled out a bit more. And also the fact that he was hiding in the house this whole time. It didn't seem like they missed him, honestly, but he loved the family. That scene about with him with the dinner, the dinner table and extension, but behind the wall was just so touching and powerful. Songs wise, I actually like Luisa, the super strong cousin, her song the best. It's called Surface Pressure. I do see Katy Perry performing it. Does anybody else see that? It sounds like such a Katy Perry song. but we don't really, none of the other songs are that memorable. They're fun, but we don't see a real Disney type of ballad that we're so used to, the 11 o'clock number or the I Want song. So that was a pity. However, I have to say there's the nice touch of the candle at the end not returning, but Mirabella being the one who is the one who brings magic back, right? She's the miracle, as her name implies, but not the candle. And that is her gift, the gift of family. And her door is actually the door to the whole house, which is great. Great touch there. And also, we're talking about songs still. I'm jumping all over the place. There are some great rhymes, but also some seem pretty forced and not as slick as Hamilton's. So I would say it's not one of the Lin's strongest, Lin-Manuel's strongest work. It has too much of also the sort of In the Heights flavor, and I feel like he needs to somehow evolve a new spin to his sound a little bit. Overall, the whole movie was a bit more metaphorical than it was logical. I mean, you can have both side by side, but this one was just more like an opera, just like thematic and vague in a sense. I also wasn't brought close to tears this time around, which most Disney movies do make me get to. So I guess it's a bit of that Disney magic that wasn't there. A lot of the formula of what I love as in a Disney movie is not actually so present. So overall for me, it was sort of like a little bit of a miss, maybe because I expected a lot as well. I'd give it a 6.5 out of 10. What did you think of the movie? Also, I have to say there are additional stuff that happened right at the very end and at the very beginning, which was the short. I think it's called Far From the Tree, and that was really cute, meaningful. I really like that. At the end though, if you're staying on for there's no like end credit scene. So and I didn't expect one. Although, let's talk a little bit about a supposition. If there was an Encanto house built in a Disney park, would you visit the house? I feel like this movie is not, great enough for me to want an attraction, but if there was a house, it would be fun. I think the Imagineers would be hard pressed. They would have to really think hard about what this house is about, because there wasn't a lot that was in the movie about this house. And like there were a few gimmicks and tricks here and there, but like I think it wasn't fleshed out, just like a lot of the relationships were not. And so it would be difficult to come up with more stuff for the house. They would have to work extra hard and create stuff outside of the movie. In any case, that's all for this review. Leave your comments, and of course, don't forget to follow and subscribe and like and give a, hit the bell and all that kind of stuff, and tell your friends about it. Until the next episode, take care. Bye.